Hello, I'm Father Phil Steele, and I'm currently serving as the Rector of Jesuit Hall, which is a community currently composed of about 70 men, ranging in age from 56 to 95. And as a matter of fact, the 56-year-old is the only one under 60. So we are a very vulnerable population, but we are also a very blessed population because we have so far have had no infections that we know of the COVID-19 virus. We have been, we're finishing right now 9 weeks of pretty serious lockdown. We've obviously taken the same kind of precautions that most of you have been living under. Our cars have sat idle. Men have gone out only for very necessary doctor's appointments, and then we put them in a kind of modified quarantine when they come back. We have kept distance from each other. We wear masks when we leave the building. We take the mail and put it aside for 24 hours to try to ensure that there's no contamination. We have divided up the duties of wiping surfaces down every day. We have men cleaning the elevator buttons. I don't want to dwell so much on all of the details of what we've done to try to keep ourselves safe. I want to just point out a few of the graces of this time. And, you know, it's been painful for everybody. It's been hard for everybody. But there's been graces. And one of the main graces has been living more closely as a community. We've spent more time with each other than we've ever spent before. We've helped each other out. As I said, we have a lot of guys taking turns watching the front desk, cleaning the surfaces, lots of little things that people are doing for each other, which is a real grace. Another grace has been the presence of 6 novices. We've had 2 novices from the Upper Midwest province since February 22nd, and 4 novices from the Central and Southern province who came to us in March. And they have helped out primarily in the infirmary, but what they've done is they've added a dose of youth to our community, and it's helped keep the spirits up. Having those guys here gives us hope, gives us life, reminds us that the future is bright, even though the present might look pretty challenging. The future is bright because we still have wonderful young men coming to us. And so that has been a huge blessing. And I'm not looking forward to their going back to their novitiates, which is going to happen within the next week or so. Another grace that we have been experiencing is the ability to pray together, to have Mass together, which I know has been a painful loss for many people who have not been able to have the Eucharist. We, of course, have spread out in our chapel, and we have spread out in our dining room because we're also able to eat together. And we've been so blessed that we've been able to continue as a community to gather for meals and for Mass. This is the first video in a series of videos that is an attempt to stay connected with you, our friends and supporters. And we want to know how you're doing. I'm telling you how we're doing. And thanks to your prayers and your help, we're doing well. And we hope that you are too, but we want to hear your own stories, your graces, and your challenges. And you can email our advancement office with those messages. I do want to thank you. Every time we have community Mass, the very first prayer is for our benefactors, for their intentions, and in gratitude for their support and for their needs and their health. So I want you to know that we appreciate your prayers and we promise to continue to pray for you every time we gather for Mass. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.